Greetings, candidates, and welcome to your interview for Goldman Sachs. In the past, you've given us some criticism about the lack of feedback in our interview process. And to accommodate your preference, we have redesigned the interviews to give you feedback in real time.
So, are we all interviewing at the same time?
You'll see. Introducing a Goldman first, the generator of negative guidance, or Gong. The principle is simple. We will continue until we've heard enough from you to know that you should probably stop talking.
And when do we know that will be? Oh.
If it's feedback you want, it's feedback you'll get.
Is it hot in here, or am I just nervous?
Why don't we start with you? Please tell me about a time you've had an impact on an organization.
So, my story begins with a double integral. I was doing a Taylor expansion, reconciling the ratio between a transistor and a resistor on an integrated circuit board. I think I'm losing people here. So let me get out my TI-89, which can really help.
I spent my summers on the streets of Athens protesting the financial cabal with my one-woman mime show. Pardon, would you spare me a drachma?
Fantastic.
$1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion. And that is the NPV of hiring me right now.
Dude, I made an impact spring break 2010. 3 girls, 1 me. Jacuzzi only had room for 3, so I say, let's do some consolidation. You know, right size the organization. So much sex.
I think we need to change the topic here. So why don't you tell me one reason why manhole covers are round?
You know, that's a very elementary question. You said round, and I'm going to begin with pi, which approximates to 3.1415926.535.
Well, originally, manhole covers were meant to be square. But then my father, the mayor of Connecticut, realized that the deal was too dilutive. To make it accretive, we had to cut some corners.
I reject that premise. Why do we call them manhole covers? Women have holes too.
Yeah.
I also reject that premise. I would never use a manhole cover on this package. It's all about the bareback. Get that right, honey.
Again, I believe we need to change. Sometimes learning from failure can be important. Why don't you tell me about your greatest failure?
I'm very glad you asked me this question, so let me paint you the picture. It was dusk in the world of Warcraft. My paladin, Sephiroth, was casting a fire spell on a woodland troll. But in my haste, I forgot that all trolls above level 25 are immune to every incantation by the ice kiss of Norath.
You were gone, dude.
Guys, that was a good story. What's going on?
My biggest failure in this lonely life is that I just love too much.
Was that a haiku?
Yes. Did you like it?
I remember it like it was yesterday. It was my brother's wedding at Nantucket. Amidst all the excitement, I tied my tie full 2 inches above my belt. It almost brought the procession to a halt. I was raised better than that. Hotchkiss almost took my diploma back.
How about I tell you about a time I failed in a leadership role? I pushed my team too far.
You know, that actually sounds pretty promising. Can you go on?
Well, yeah, I was on a resource-constrained team, a better-equipped competitor. We had 1 chance to beat them the fiscal year.
Yeah, this is great. Just be more specific.
Specifically, my company softball team sucked. So I did what any banker would do. bought the team some steroids. We were juicing in the break room. We were getting huge. We were crushing the gym. We were crushing the practices. We were crushing everything. We got shut down before the big game, so we don't know who would win. But it didn't matter because we were crushing the deals. That year we met some Muppets that made us bank. We were banking, baby, yeah.
Finally! That's what I'm talking about. Models and bottles.
Hundos and hoes. Bump it.
We're gonna make so much money.
Let's make some cash.